Hey there, kids. Welcome back to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim.
We have a question.
For fuck's sakes, really? Straight out of the gate. Come on. Jesus. With no question behind it, Luis. Buddy. You're fucking up. He was just trying it out. Oh, it's all right. I'll give you that one. I will give you that one. All right. Jesus. All right. So I'm actually glad that we got that out of the way. So for those of you that are not familiar with the question command now, that's basically your questions trigger the "we have a question" thing. It is on a buffer time, so I think there's like a 2-minute cooldown between when it triggers and everything. But yeah, so you guys, when you ask questions, I will get the automatic alert. No more, having to push the button and we have a question or anything like that. So yeah, so that's new. For those of you that didn't catch the testing stream the other night. We also have some other new things, and we'll, let me show you here real quick. Let's see if this works. Hey, look at that. So now I can highlight your questions or comments or whatever. And so yeah, so I can just bring that right up on screen and there it goes. So that's pretty cool. So that's actually brand new. I just popped that in a couple days ago. So it wasn't even on the testing stream at that point. So that's new to everybody. So that'll be fun to play with and all that. And we got new alerts, all of that. Camera 2, we'll show you that here in a minute. But yeah, we're back. After, God, what is almost 5 long years. We are officially back, and that is going to get, I feel that's going to get annoying, but let's roll with it. Handren wants to know, oh, no, wrong fucking window. There we go. Handren wants to know, how the hell are you, Tim? I am good, Handren. I am good. I could be better. If you guys didn't check or didn't see the video I posted, what was it, yesterday, day before? I don't even remember. I got laid off at the beginning of this week. So yeah, that's not great. So yeah, it was Monday, and honestly, I was going to talk about it anyway, so address the elephant in the room, so to speak. But yeah, so for those of you not in the know, for those of you that didn't see the video, I got laid off from my job on Monday. It was a blindside, and it royally sucks ass. But, maybe a blessing in disguise, I don't know. But I'm going to go pretty hard at this thing, for the foreseeable future. We're going back to the COVID streaming schedule. So if you don't remember that, I will be streaming during the day, and then also the normal streams at night. So you'll have, multiple chances to tune in and all of that during the week. So yeah, that should be interesting. Good stuff. Oh, Julius, you forgot the exclamation point, but I'll highlight it anyways. Here we go. When is the Child of Mecha merchandise store reopening, and when are Mecha Decal number 5 going to be released? Oh man, those are all very, very, very tough questions. Of which I don't have a great answer to. Mecha Decals number 5, probably going to have to wait a while until we get things reestablished. So yeah, I'm not Not 100% sure on that, when or if that'll happen. But, you know, like I said, baby steps first. We've got to reestablish things here and on all the social medias, and just start getting that going again and ramping up and kind of getting back to where we were. So that's the plan. That's the plan. As far as the store goes, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't even know if I'm going to be bringing that back completely, honestly. I'll have to see. I haven't thought about it in a good way. So, yeah, I don't know. So that'll all come later. That will all in due time. All in due time. So, but, yeah, stay tuned, I would say. So anyway, so yeah, so like I said, Monday. We have a question. Oh, all right. Let's go. Charles Dodge, what's up? He says, when will you start dual streaming on Twitch? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I want to, honestly, because back in the day when we had this going, I had way more traction on here on YouTube than ever on Twitch. And yeah, I don't know. I haven't given that much thought either. I'll be honest with you. I'll have to think about it, because I mean, at this point, I don't need Restream for that. So it's possible that Twitch might make a comeback, but I don't know. Gizmo says they did take it now that you can have both. Yeah, I saw that on Twitch. Yeah, Twitch has always been, I don't know. They've always been finicky with it. I don't know. Twitch is weird. Briggsy says need to do Twitch, Kick, and TikTok, one or the other. Yeah, that's all kind of. Well, I know. Well, TikTok is on the list of things to do. Twitch and Kick, man, I don't know. Like I said earlier, Twitch I never really got traction on. There was always maybe one or two people on Twitch, if that, sometimes. Charles was probably one of them, and it was, not a lot of people on there. So I always got more people, way more people here on YouTube. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. Greg Blair says I'm an adult, I don't have TikTok. Yeah, but TikTok, man, you can get some traction on TikTok. There's a lot of fucking clowns on TikTok that have good traction. So yeah, that's on the list of things to do. But yeah, we'll see. All in good time. Anyway, getting back to the layoff. So yeah, Monday got taken into a meeting room and just basically said, yeah, we gotta let you go. So that sucks. But if you've seen the video, I go into that, and I don't want to necessarily retread too much, and all of that crap. So I'm gonna take some time to dedicate to this and get this going and everything, and continue to explore my options and all of that. And we'll take it one step at a time. Everything is, at this point, is one step at a time. So yeah, but thank you guys for being here. I appreciate that. Means more than you could possibly know, honestly. Super fucking nervous earlier about getting back on. I won't lie. Part of me was just like, part of me wanted to pull the stream and just be like, yeah, let's skip it. Let's not go tonight. But I had to overcome that and just basically go through and be here. So glad I did. I'm glad I did. Yeah, so one thing I want you guys to know and understand is that I'm way fucking out of practice on this thing. So bear with me. And we'll get this thing ramped up. We'll get back to what you were used to 5 years ago. And yeah, we're gonna make some cool shit, man. We're gonna make some really, really cool shit. The Shiki, like I said, is on the table, ready to be worked on. Tonight, it's probably gonna be doing a lot of like planning and things like that. Just kind of plotting out what I want to do with it. I deliberately haven't thought about that because I kind of wanted to do it live for you guys so you can kind of see what really goes into, you know, my process and everything. And just kind of, you know, get an idea of, you know, how I, you know, take things step by step. So that's what we're planning to do tonight. Let's see, Julius, he says, Tim, you should get Mr. Hobby as a sponsor with the paint rack. So, oh, I know, right? That would be awesome. I don't think they do that sort of thing, but it would be cool if it were to happen, you know? So, we'll see. We'll see. Reimagination of the Shiki would be Shiki Kai. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy on the first build. I want this to kind of be, you know, getting the muscle memory back in my hands, getting the dexterity back, getting kind of the creative juices flowing again. Just, you know, crawling before I walk, so to speak. You know, we'll get this guy knocked out and he'll look really good and everything, and move on to the next, and just kind of keep getting bigger and crazier and all of that from there. This build actually I'm making for someone. I owe a lot of people some debts, not necessarily monetary debts, but just debts in terms of you know, their kindness that they've shown to me, and you know, have been there for me and stuff like that. So this is for somebody. I won't say who. I want this to be a surprise, honestly. Yeah, this will be really cool. So yeah, and there's more things that I got to do for people that they never asked for, but I feel that I owe it to them, you know, for things that they've, you know, done over the years, and, you know, the kindness that they've shown me and all of that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to start off with, and basically work from there. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, right. Travis says maybe get them. Maybe he can get them to ship some Surfacer to the States. Oh my God, I know, right? Gizmo says it's more about jumping on the bike again. Yeah, it really is. Training wheels and all of that at this point. It's crazy. Handren says that's what we say. Then before you know it, it becomes full force customized. Yeah, well, that's what I said about airdrop too. You know. So, but I think this will stay fairly simple. I don't want to get too crazy with this thing. So I want this to kind of be a quick hitter, and keep it nice, keep the quality high, and make it something that you know, that will be cherished. So that's the idea, anyways. Excuse me. Let's see. Who do we got? Javier. What's going on, man? Come to Uruguay. With all the news about Mr. Color having issues producing paints due to all the world situation, Tim is more stock than most store. Well, yeah. It's been sitting there for years, right? And Spider 2K2. What's going on, James? He says, how did those new KNF concept? Oh, so I thought I ordered one of those, and I actually ordered a Niwer. So it works, you know, they're all essentially the same, but the Niwer works great. I have it hooked up here, and you guys will see camera 2 angle, and I've fixed that and everything. So that looks really, really good at this point. So we'll get to that here in a moment. Excuse me. Let's see, what else? Lorenzo, he said, or Lorenz, sorry. When will Mechanism be back at some point? No, probably not. We've all kind of gone our separate ways. And yeah, I don't ever see that happening again, unfortunately. So, you know, there have been some people that have fallen out with others, and you know, it just is, it kind of passed its time, and it was awesome when we did it. Had a lot of fun. I think you guys had a lot of fun watching it and everything, and yeah, we're just gonna basically move on from that and enjoy the memories. So, Rundus, he says, it's definitely been a while since we've last met on your streams, right? A lot of Mr. Hobby products and Tamiya sprays were banned here recently. Oh shit, that sucks. Where are you, Canada? I know Canada banned the, what is it, the spray cans and everything. Gray Blair says, Char, I mean Quattro, cough, cough, we'll be proud of it, right? Handren, oh, good question, Handren. Boom. Let's talk about this here for a few minutes. Tim, got a color scheme for the Shiki? Yes. So, the Shiki I want ultimately, because it's a very sleek design, right? It's got some wild armor designs and things, the wings and all of that. So I want it to look kind of very almost like sports car-ish. So the final color scheme for this will actually be copper. Yeah, copper Shiki. Instead of the gold, we're going copper. I love copper. I love the color. I love the hue. Yeah, so we're gonna make a copper Shiki, and we're gonna detail this thing up, do some things to it, change the silhouette slightly, and yeah, copper Shiki. So stay tuned for that. So good call, Handren. Let's see, what else? Tim, hope you knock the rust, I think Julius meant, off quickly, because I would love to see you get back onto the Gelgoog build. Oh yeah, rewatched those episodes over the winter. Oh man, yeah. The Gelgoog, he's over there. He's in a box somewhere. We'll get back to him, because that was a very intriguing build. We scratch built that, you know, huge sword and everything like that, so that was also fun. So we'll get back to that eventually. Want to finish the Shiki, and then after that, I'm not sure exact. I haven't really put any thought into a build after the Shiki. Mind you, we have a few builds that are in process. I have to finish the GM Quell. I have to continue to work on the 2 remix models. The Zaku, we basically finished the build of, but that needs to go to paint and everything. And then, if you guys remember, I was working on the remixed RX-78 that was a Jesta base, and we were getting really good, you know, progress on that. And then shit happened. So, yeah, it is what it is. Ty Furious, what's going on, man? Matte copper or gloss copper? Matte copper. Yes, matte. This will be a matte copper paint job. So, yeah. Kind of like this type of thing. This is much lighter than the copper Mr. Color that I have, which actually I like it darker than this. This is way too light. This is almost like a rose gold type of copper-ish. But yeah, I do like the matte on that. And yeah, that's what we're going with. So yeah, Spider2K2 James, he says matte copper is always gorgeous. It is, and that's where we're going with it. Hey, Brandon, there he is. Howdy, y'all. Sorry I'm late. No worries. Welcome back. So yeah, and Henry wants to know, you ever seen the Zero Shiki Tim from the manga? I think that's the big one with the big shoulders and yeah, all of that. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the silhouette. It looks a little weird, but you know, to each their own. Lorenz says, I'm building a 144 Hyaku Shiki, so it'll be nice to get some inspiration from your build, especially panel scribing. Hell yeah, nice. At the same time too, right? That's cool. Very cool. All right, so you guys obviously, you know, go buy some Mecha Decals, go clear them out of your local hobby town, go clear them out at, you know, USA Gundam Store. USA Gundam Store has their, what is it, 10th anniversary going on right now, their birthday. And they've got, what is it, 20% off, I think, store-wide. So, yeah, go pick up some stuff from USA Gundam Store. Adam and the folks there, they got everything. Go do your thing. Go crazy. But definitely buy Mecha Decals. I'm not joking about that, or else I'll find you, and then you won't like it. So, just FYI. Let's see. Ooh, Brandon. Let's address this. Did you ever get those cookies I sent out? I know my shipper messed up, but I resent another box. No, I did not. So, I don't know, man. They probably got delivered to some other person and they enjoyed them or whatever. But yeah, nah, I wasn't gonna make a big deal about it. But since you asked, you know, I did not. No biggie. No biggie. All right, let's see. Let's get started on this thing, shall we? I think so. I am very sorry about that. Dude, don't worry about it. Seriously, it's not a big deal. Like, seriously though, I'm the type of person that is genuinely moved by the thought, like the thought that counts. So, straight up, you're good. Don't worry. Julia says, I want some cookies. Nice. All right, so with that being said, let's go camera 2. Here we go. For those of you that haven't seen camera 2 yet, this is kind of the new iteration of it. Got the angle and everything worked out really nicely, so, you know, I'm not having to, you know, bend over a crazy amount, and so you guys can see it. Like, this is like the perfect angle. And hopefully, you know, the visor doesn't get in the way as well. So, all right. With that being said, here's the Shiki. So let's get him out of his flight pose and kind of start to brainstorm here a little bit. All right. So let's get the rifle out of his hand. Put that off to the side. The one thing I like about the Shiki is, man, it's just got really, really, really great proportions, you know? really, really great proportions. You know, like I said, it's got the angles, like, especially like these here, right? Just the silhouette of that just looks awesome compared to, you know, kind of the inner portion of the calf that's curved and everything. You know, the exposed inner frame here, this weird armor design, I just freaking love the look of it, right? You know, and even, you know, the thigh armor here, just the silhouette of it, you know, how it kind of just dips in and goes everywhere. Like, it's such a cool freaking design. And I'm so glad they did a 2.0, because the 1.0 just was just booty cheeks. It was not good. But, you know, it is what it is at this point. You know, and then I really, really like the backpack. The wings and everything, you know, how you can angle them out. All of that, just really, really good looking. So I'm glad I kind of picked this as the comeback model, so to speak. Excuse me. So yeah. Let's see, no big head in the way like previous. Thank you, James. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, no big head in the way. Handren says, Tim, I suggest a name for the build, Copper 100. Interesting. I think we can probably workshop that, but yeah, it's a decent opening salvo, definitely. Let's see. Scuffles! Oh my god. What up, dude? Is this the Hyaku Shiki that he stripped the chrome like years ago? Yes, it is actually. This has been sitting in a box for that many years. So yes, this is the same Shiki that was stripped many, many moons ago. Yes. And Julius is like, yep, Zep 505. Yeah, yep. Henry says 1.0 has big ass feet. Yeah, it really freaking does. This one has really good proportion feet, and the cool thing about this is, I mean, look at the bend that you can get. Look at that. That's insane. Just the amount of flex on that, like, that's straight up like ballerina toe there, you know? And it can even go kind of in the other way, like stop on a dime almost, you know? So, and you know, the mechanics, the pistons and everything in this are really, really nice. Such a great design. So, yeah. This will be a good entry back into building and everything like that, I think. But, you know, the hardest part with any build is trying to figure out what the hell you want to do with it, you know? So that, I think, is going to be the big task, at least for tonight. And then we'll kind of go from there and start to, you know, tackle this thing and see if we can't accomplish what we are thinking. Now, excuse me. One thing to keep in mind, obviously, still rusty at this. You know, I'm still rusty. Just trying to think of, you know, things to say and all of that. It's going to take some time to get my sea legs back and everything. So if you get awkward silence, I am sorry in advance. So, but with that, just trying to incorporate some of the translucent plastic a little bit somehow. Probably not. I like the copper. I want to go full on with that. You know, do some maybe white accents or something, and you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, I think that's the direction that we're gonna take it. All right, so with that being said, the one part about this particular model well, really the design that I guess I never really kind of enjoyed was the design of the head. I don't know. Something about it, this large kind of point right here and everything, it just, it never really struck me as aesthetic, you know? So I think we might start there in terms of modifications and upgrades and things like that. So, with that being said, let's start digging in the crates here and see what we can find. Oh, let's see. All right. So, I don't know if you guys remember, but the old parts bins. So we got a lot of shit in here. A lot of shit. Ooh, this guy. Oh yeah. What? I forgot what this fucker's name is, but he's from IBO. And really, really good parts on this. Yeah, really good parts on this. I actually, ooh, what? I got 3 in here. All right, yeah, we're gonna pull out the spiky boys. Oh no, it's just 2. It's top and bottom. All right, cool. But still, we're gonna pull out the spiky boys, and we're gonna put them off to the side here. Yeah, Fat Boy Gushan, right? Let's see. What kind of ooh, okay. Oh, that was from, this is from that bird thing. This part, right, these parts here. This is from that bird thing from IBO. I forget the name of it. I'm sure somebody will remind me, but yeah. We'll throw that out there. Why not? Oh, okay. Cool. So here's like the binder thing to that big dumb bird thingy. I like these panels here, both of these. Yeah, we'll save that. Might come in handy. Oh, yeah, and then this is the little bug thing that came with that giant bird fucker. Yeah. So we'll save that as well. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these, but we'll figure it out. What else we got in here? Anything good? Gelgoog shield. I'm not gonna use that, but it's in there. What the hell is that? Oh, that's that's the SD unicorn bazooka thingy, I think. Well, we're not going to use that. No. Oh shit! There's the there's the SD unicorn. The body, anyways. So yeah, and I'll get back to that build too. I don't know if you guys remember. We at one point we were working. Excuse me. We were working on that kind of, what was it, like a teenage scale build for, you know, the Unicorn Gundam and everything, but we'll get back to that in time. We'll get back to that in time. Here's the little clip thingy from the Wing Gundam. It's kind of cool. Might save that. What else we got in here? Anything good? No. I don't know what these are from. I have no idea. But I dig the shape, and we'll hold on to them. So, what else? What else does this box hold? Anything good? Let's see. That's that big dumb bird thing. Justice Gundam. Yeah, thank you, Lorenz. Yeah, that sounded familiar anyway. So, here's some more Spiky Boy parts. We'll put those off to the side there. Oh, God, let's see. See, that's a part to the Gushan. I like the shape of it. I don't know what I'd use it for, but I kind of dig it. And then there's the Gushan itself. Okay. So that was the side skirt. All right, so now we got a set. Good. Oh, shit. Of course, I go ahead and drop it. All right. And get back to that. So here's some more spiky bits from the Spiky Boys. Get those out of there. Save those. Save those. Oh, boy. Let's see. No. All right. I think I'm done with this box. So we're gonna put this box back. What do I got here on this runner? This is a 144 00, I think. Something like that. Anyway, nothing there. All right, so pack that up, put it away. Let's dig into another one. Let's see. Let's go with the small one here. Let's go with this one. Slightly smaller box. Oh boy. All right. What do we have? Bunch of stuff. Wow, that brings back memories. This was this was a test piece that I used in like classes and stuff like that I would, modify and pass around. Holy crap. All right. Blast from the past. Anywho, looks like we got a lot of Zeta master grade parts in here, which is kind of cool, but like we don't need them. Let's see. No. These are all tiny parts for the most part in here. See, there's the original Shiki shoulder. Let's see how different that looks. It's practically the same. I'm not really finding too much in this box, unfortunately, that kind of gives me a tingle. Yeah. Ooh, here we go. This is the bottom half to a, what is it? Master Grade Mark II 1.0 shield. I'm gonna save that. Let's see. What else do we have in here? What is that? Oh, that's a strike. We don't need that. Oh my god. Holy shit. Alright, so this, wow. Yeah, this brings back some memories here. This was the forearm to the original Hummingbird. Yeah, look at that. Just surface crap tacked on here, just so amateurish. Jesus. Yeah, that's That's not great, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see. What else? What else do we have in here? No. No, that's too obvious. So, really the thing with kit bashing and you know, finding parts and stuff like that you may want to use is, in my opinion, subtlety. Because a good kit bash at the highest level, you won't know, you know, kind of that these parts were kit bashed, so to speak. Excuse me. And that's subtlety, in my opinion, is key for that. If the parts that you put on, you know, leave the viewer saying, "Oh, that's a cohesive piece," then your kit bash is successful at that point. If they're looking at it and saying, "Oh, that's pieces from that kit, or that piece is from that kit, or that piece is from that kit," then it's not as successful. And for most viewers, you know, they're not gonna be as, I guess, in tune with, you know, parts from different models as I would say probably most of us who really focus on that. So that's something to keep in mind. Nah. All right, so we got a few bits and bobs out of that. Whoops. Oh, forget to throw that guy in there. All right, so let's see what else we got here. I got another box, but let's catch up on the chat, yeah? Excuse me. All right, let's catch up, yeah? What do we got here? What are you guys talking about? I know I've been rambling on for a little bit. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Holy shit, man. Hey, 514 Studio. What's going on, Taylor? Excited to see how this build turns out. Nice. Nice. Me too. Awkward silence is just big think energy being utilized. Damn right. Damn right. All right. Oh, oh, poor chubby boy. Gushan laid to rest, right? Thank you, Scuffles. Ah, there it is. Thank you, Lorenzo, or Lorenz. It's Regan Lay's Julia. I forgot that. Forgot that. And then James is like, didn't I send that kit? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. One of them, anyway. I think I had 2 or 3 others. So, yeah. Justice Gundam. Okay. Thank you, Handrin, and thank you, Lorenz. Let's see. Exia, it looks like. It could be that runner that I showed, it could have been Exia. I don't know. All right. Keep seeing loose V-fins. I think it's a sign, right? All the fuck's sakes, all of the V-fins that you guys lose end up in my parts bin. Just saying. Brandon was just like, yeah, good old Galactic Toys class. Yes, that's what it was. That shield that I showed, yeah. I think I had that probably for a few different classes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Good question here from Brandon. What are you thinking weapons-wise? I think a big bazooka-type gun could fit well with the kit. See, I was kind of thinking maybe the opposite. The normal Shiki has, you know, this weapon, right? It's a, you know, beam rifle with an E-clip, yada, 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 all that. But the thought that I had very briefly when I, you know, kind of thought about the weapon and everything was like that, was like, what if instead of one, you know, beam rifle or whatever, it basically had pistols. So I might look into that. I don't know. It's just something I thought about. But I do want to give this particular Shiki a shield, and that's why I pulled this, because this is a really good kind of generic shield type of shape, and since it doesn't have the top half, it's not instantly recognizable as the Mark II. And we can do some things to kind of doctor up the shape and everything, but I do like just the general shape of this and the size too, because I don't want anything really big, you know. I just kind of want, you know, something like that. Oh, where am I? There it is. Just something small enough to, you know, guard the body if need be, but something. And that's one thing that I always thought the Shiki was lacking, was a shield. So yeah, that's another thing that I was thinking. So Ranger Chris, what's going on? Got to start somewhere. Damn right, Chris, damn right. Brandon says, I do agree about the head. Like you said before, looking at some high-res photos of the kit, it needs some work for sure. Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about just doing a head swap. And that's what genuinely that I'm looking for, as I'm looking for a different head for this thing. I pulled this guy beforehand. This is the what is it? The Rezel, yeah, Type C. So I don't know. I hate to pull the head on this thing just for that. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, I can swap out another head into this, and it won't be a big deal. But I don't know. It's one of those things. So like, for instance, all right. So let's do some size comparisons, because that's actually going to be the main factor, I think, in terms of this. So, all right. So there's the head of the Rezel, right? And then compare that to the Shiki. That's a pretty good size comparison, actually. Shit. I'm gonna end up pulling the head out of this thing and popping it on the Shiki. I already know it, just because of the shape of it, the look, all of it. I already can tell. But wait. No. Okay. The mad scientist is back. All right, here we go. So this is a box of kind of premium greeblies and things like that. And if you notice, right here is a good old Zeta Plus head. So let's see. All right, come on, Shiki, you little bastard. There we go. All right. Oh, nice. That might have the same ball joint and everything. Shit, if that's the case, this is a no-brainer. Is that the same size? might not be. But that's not a problem. That never stopped us before.
We have a question.
God damn it. Anyway. Alright, so let's go. Where did it go? Oh, it was all the way at the bottom. Boom. RF Aurora, what's up, dude? He says, why not a mono eye? I don't know. Not too into mono eyes on these, you know, kind of Zeta based, these, you know, these Zeta platform mobile suits. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't think it's a good look, really. But that's just me. That's just me. All right, let's see. I want to see if this polycap fits on this sumbitch. Oh, look at that! That's the same size. That's the same damn size. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited now. I'm excited now. All right, sweet. Okay, so we've got the Zeta Plus head. Let's see how this, oh, stupid polycap. All right, anyway, we'll just mock it up here. Oh, yeah, dude. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. That's just a no-brainer. Nope. That's, we're done. We're done here. We are done. All right, what is that? Oh, that's like a GM. Huh. That's like a GM visor. I wonder. Will that fit in there? Might have to do some shaving, but that would be kind of cool. Okay, I need something to pry that apart. Okay. There. There. Whew. Almost cut myself. That would be a bad thing on the first fucking stream back, wouldn't it? All right. So basically, what I have here, this is a visor out of a GM, right? So, blue tack it. Yeah, Jeff. Let's see. May have to enlarge the shoulders. I don't know, man. I thought it looked pretty good, the silhouette. But yeah, so this is a. Oh man, I'm gonna have to shave that down if I want it to fit. But man, I'm almost thinking like put the GM visor in here instead of, you know, the separate eye cameras. And then at that point, it's not a mono eye, but it still kind of gives that full visor look to it, you know? But then I'm gonna have to figure out how to pull off the chin and get that going. This is always the hardest part for me. Now, here's the Zeta 2.0 head. And I don't like it because it's like squishy. You know what I mean? Like it's squishy. The Zeta Plus head is a little more elongated, and honestly, I will probably add a good 2 millimeters to it, and then honestly, what I'm thinking is probably shave down the mohawk a little bit as well, just a little bit, you know, maybe like, I don't know, maybe a millimeter or two, and go with that. Right? And I could always pull the face plate on this guy. What does this look like? There's the... Yeah, see, there's the normal Zeta head. That looks pretty good. I mean, I I'm not going to use it, but it's not bad. Size comparison to the Shiki head, it's maybe a touch bigger. You know, all things considered. Where am I here? All right, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's a touch bigger, but not like crazy bigger. All right, so I think that's the route we're going, and I think that the Rizel has received his stay of execution. All right, get back on there, big boy. You're for another day. You are for another day. All right, so with that being said, now I want to find, let's see. Aha, okay. My other box of premium Greeblies. All right, so let's see what we have in here. Oh man, this is the head that came, the Hazel head that came with the Dengeki Hobby, and I swapped out the faceplate for it at some point. And never obviously used it, but yeah, it's there. All right, let's see. What else do we have in here? Nothing great on there. What do we have in here? There's some more premium Greeblies. Nothing in there. Do I have really anything in here that I want to look at? I don't think so. No, that can stay. Oh no, that doesn't go in there. That guy goes in there. All right, so that was a huge disappointment. All right, so got that done. Pull that box out and see. Oh shit, okay, hold up. Oh, what do we have here? I forgot I had these. So these are probably not gonna be the proper size, but these are the old MSG, the different, you know, head styles and everything. But I think these were like 1/44 scale, so these may be too small. But only one way to find out. So let's see. There's the instructions for everything. Yeah, these are going to be way too small. I can already tell. Just looking at the faceplates and everything, these are going to be super small. Oh, that's unfortunate. But there's some cool pieces in here. There's no doubt about that. Well, let's see. Let's see what we have here. All right. So, as if you couldn't tell, we're just kind of in a flow state here. We're just trying shit, looking at shit, just seeing what the boxes give us, and see kind of where this whole process leads, you know? With Kitbashing, that kind of really is the name of the game, is just kind of getting into a flow and just kind of having fun and playing around and seeing what's what. Now, that's the piece right there that I'm kind of intrigued with. So let me see if that is gonna do the oh, wait a minute. Huh. Okay. We may have something here, chat. We may have something here. Here we go. These the 1, 2, 3s? Where are my nippers? Yeah, that's the 140s. Okay. So, God, it's been forever since I pulled out the Tamiya 123s here. So, let's get this off the runner. See what this looks like here. All right, so this may work. May have to trim off the side pieces, but ooh, shit. I do kind of like the look of that. So let's go super zoom. All right, so there's the piece that I'm talking about, right? And I love the shape of it, the indents on the sides and everything. You know, mind you, I would probably trim off these pieces, and I'll probably have to trim off these side pieces here, but the faceplate, really a good look in my opinion, and I think that will fit pretty nicely. And then what we can always do is we can kind of chop, where am I here? We can kind of trim this down to make that fit, right? So imagine, if you will, the visor, and this will be there, and yeah, I think that's a good starting point for the new Shiki head here. So we're gonna pull off these accent pieces here because these are obviously very small. We don't want to lose them. So what I will do is pop those in there, put that over there. Let's go back to normal camera 2. All right, so let's figure out what we're doing here. Let's get caught up in the chat. I know I've been kind of neglecting you guys. Let's see. Man, where did we leave off? I'll get to that in a minute. It's fucking Scuffles. Oh man, it's good to have Scuffle back, I swear. All right, so let's see. All right, let's see. Strike Noir type. Yep, with the pew pew guns. Yeah. Any changes for the wings and weapons? The weapons, like I said, we talked about, probably, the pistols and stuff like that. But for the wings, I don't think so. I like the wings. Pretty good. Let's see here. Ultraman Dino Luis, he says, yeah, you're right, Tim. The best kit-bashing builds that I have seen make it very difficult to discern where the parts that were used came from. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Let's see, what else? Hey, Black Country Apex Nerd. Damn, nearly oversleep. Good collection, Tim. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Let's see. All right, continuing on. Loren says, ooh, I like the pistol idea, right? And then Scuffle's like, dual wield pistols only if you add Bayonetta to them. Let's see. Eris, what's going on, dude? He says shoulder shield. Nah, yeah, probably not. I don't know. I like the idea of this guy. This guy right here. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see. Travis G says, gotta go. Have fun, guys. Welcome back, Tim. I'll catch the rest of the stream on replay. Travis, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Let's see. Brandon's is like, ooh, I like the pistol idea. More close quarters, tight, fast action Gundam. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking. Like I said before, kind of a sports car-ish kind of look, kind of feel, fast moving. You know, that copper, you know, obviously he's not trying to hide, and yeah, almost kind of, you know, Red Baron type of, you know, type of thing. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Spikes on the shield would look nice. Easy 8, boy. I don't know. The spike thing just kind of takes away from that sport car-ish look, I think. I mean, if it was more of a kind of a bruiser type build, then maybe. But I don't think with this build that I'm gonna go, you know, in that direction. So let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Well, would a just ahead not work on the Shiki? God, dude, probably not. Just is way bigger than this, and honestly, I mean, mind you, I got enough Justas to spare, but yeah, I don't think it would work. Excuse me. Let's see. You could put, what is this? Oh, no, this one. You could put an AOZ-esque head sensor on the Shiki head. Interesting. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Let's see. Yeah, oh god, yeah. Chris, this is where you wish Bandai sold a runner of just heads from their kits. Yeah, for real. I was about to cannibalize that Rizo. Scuffles, this is the one I was laughing at. Tim just had the time has finally come to use this thing I've saved for years just for this exact moment, kind of moment. It really was. I won't lie. I've had that fucking Zeta Plus head sitting in there for, you know, a long ass time. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Andron's like, hells yes. New Zeta Plus head would look sweet, right? Let's see. Yeah. Black Country Apex Nerd, he says it's Bob Ross happy accident moment for that polycap. Seriously. I mean, not that it would have been a big deal if it wasn't, but yeah, it was definitely a good little accident, right? Let's see. Hey, Eric Bennett, new to the channel, but I heard from the other viewers said a mono eye, that would be cool. Yeah, I mean, I think going with the kind of the GM visor probably serves kind of both purposes there, because it gets you that visor look, but not necessarily the mono eye. So I do like that kind of in between, that Venn diagram, if you will. So, but welcome to the channel, buddy. Appreciate it. Let's see. Shiki head kind of reminds me of Tech Jacket's helmet from the series Invincible. Yeah, a little bit, right? A little bit. Great series, by the way. Holy shit, that last episode was brutal. Brutal. But we're not getting into that tonight. We're not talking about Invincible. We're focusing on this shit. Let's see. Hey, look at this. Jewy81, hi from Singapore. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. From Singapore, too. That's awesome, dude. Awesome. Welcome. Let's see. Spider2K2 James says, I know I'm happy after dealing with this pseudo heat wave this week in New Jersey. Plus, I just did 12 hours in it. Oof, buddy. Damn. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Excuse me. Let's see. Anyone talk to Brian lately? Haven't talked to him in a long time. So Brian, I guess if you're talking about Bro Builder, Brian, they actually, the guys at, what is it, Built Sideways Podcast, my boys, they just released a new episode of their podcast talking about what they would do with GBWC. It's really, really good stuff. Very, very intriguing to kind of think about that. And yeah, I haven't finished that episode yet. I listened to it on my walk today, and yeah, good stuff. So if you don't follow them, go follow them. Go listen to their podcast. Support those guys. But yeah, as far as I can tell, he's doing really good. He's still building and all that. I keep up with him, and you know, on the social medias and all that stuff. So yeah. Oh, buddy. Brandon says, my wife chipped my 123s like a month ago on floral wire. Oh, that's such a heartbreaker. Such a heartbreaker. Damn. Sorry, Brandon. Whoops. Let's see. Brandon says, thanks, Sammy. I'll have to listen to the latest podcast. I haven't listened in a while. Yeah, I'm an avid listener to the Build Sideways podcast. So I try to listen to every single episode that they have. Some of them just aren't in my wheelhouse. Some of them just, I'm like, you know, the topic. But most of them I listen to, you know, doing, you know, I always kind of pop it in when I'm like doing laundry or, you know, some other multitasking thing. And now, you know, I'm back walking and everything out on the trail. Then, you know, like I said, I listened to that today. So yeah, it's good shit. Definitely give them a listen. Definitely give them a listen. Excuse me. Let's see. Okay, we're at the bottom here. Cool. All right. What is this? RF Aurora says, too bad you don't have the red Zeta. That kid has a pistol. Love to see you make a resin copy off of that. Yeah, but I want to make my own, you know? I want to make my own. I don't want to just take it and use it. I kind of want to customize it and have it be for, you know, my own thing. I don't know. All right, so let's get back to this and see kind of where this takes us here. No. All right, what are we doing with these spiky boy things? I always really liked the shape of these Regenlays pieces. And I don't know where I would put these in without kind of disrupting the flow. It might have been a pipe dream, but anyway. All right, let's get back to this. Okay, so what we want to do. All right. We're going to have to shave a little bit off the bottom here. So there's an indent right there at the bottom. We're going to have to even all that out to make it fit size-wise onto the bottom here. And then more than likely what we're going to have to do is shave off the sides and probably the top here too, just to make that fit inside the Zeta Plus head here. All right, first things first, let's get to surgery on this guy. So before we do that, let's get this pulled out here. Good old visor, and then let's get to work, yeah? All right. We're just clipping these pieces off here. All right. All right, so what I just noticed, let's go super zoom with this. All right, so one thing I just noticed here, there's this is slanted down, and I did not notice that before, but I don't think it should be a problem because we're going to rip these sides off anyway, so that's not going to be a huge deal. But we'll have to do some filing and figure that out. So let's get to clipping the rest of this crap off of here. Actually, let's get the Zurons for this because this is more of a heavy lifting type of operation. There we go. All right. Sides are trimmed. We got that face going here. Now, let's see. Yeah, that'll look good, I think. Shit, I can't hold them both at the same time. But you kind of get the idea. That'll look really nice in there. All right, so now with that being said, now we've got to do some surgery on this guy. Whew. Okay, so need to get the clear part separated from the kind of proper faceplate here. Okay. There we go. All right, now we've got it. All right. Okay, cool. So, first things first, we're going to clip off the top. There we go. And then we're going to eliminate the bottom bit here. All right. And now this piece just essentially will sit on top. And we're going to have to figure out a way to fix these together before this goes into the head. And we'll get to that. That's a tomorrow Tim problem. Jesus Christ. Scuffle says, what is it? Tim, I'm going to warn you to not just end up with an Optimus Prime head. Thank you, Scuffles. Appreciate that. Jesus. All right. Let's get some filing done here. Where did I put the files? Let's see. Not in there. Shit. That feeling when you're too organized. Ah, here we go. All right, back at it. Let's see. All right, so yeah, so you can see the indent at the bottom there. We just have to even that up. So let's see, first things first, I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, that worked. Yeah, that worked pretty good. All right, and then the other side here, let's give that a go. Nice. All right, that gets us most of the way there. All right. Very nice. Not completely flush, but it gets us to the point that I need to be at. And that is going to get annoying. Shit. All right. But yeah, that size is going to be good. But let's get to the question. Oh, let's see. Julius. Hey, Sarge. Tim, any chance your former employer would rehire you in the future? Sorry if you spoke about this already. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I guess anything's possible. If I'm being honest. I heard from my old partner today, and she's feeling very overwhelmed with everything. And I feel bad for her because she basically is doing the work of two people now. I worked for a insurance brokerage, and we did. Oh no, Julius, you're fine. It's just that whole thing is gonna get. I didn't think about that, kind of when I created it, and I may be rethinking my decision here now. But that's not your fault at all, so don't worry about it. But anyway, so I worked for an insurance brokerage, and I did kind of what's called post-enrollment support. And basically just did like welcome calls, follow-up calls, check-ins, helped answer questions about policies, things like that, general customer service, answered voicemails, handled tasks, things like that. And like I said, I mean, I really, really liked my job. We did like Medicare Advantage style plans. And so I was talking with, senior citizens and stuff like that. And just really, in general, most of the time, really cool people that don't really understand their health insurance all that well. So I was there as a support structure and really loved it. Made good money. And yeah, it sucks. I liked my job. I liked my job a lot. And the people I worked with, I really liked too. My partner was awesome. She was great. And yeah, I mean, if that happens, I would welcome it. But if not, it's how the world turns. So cheers to them. But yeah, I'm not going to dwell on it at this point. So trust me, I've done enough of that this week, so I'm not going to do it anymore. All right, so next thing we got to do is get this bottom trimmed down. Where'd the visor go? There it is. All right, so let's see here. Size-wise, this is looking pretty damn good. All right, but yeah, we got to clear all this material out from the bottom here. So I'm just going to come in here and start to chip that away. A little bit at a time. Don't want to damage the part that I need to keep, All right. So that looks pretty good. In here with the knife. Try not to cut or stab myself because I'm not used to this. I haven't done this in 5 fucking years. So, alright. Nah, That's not worth it. I'm gonna end up cutting myself, so we're gonna take the file to this bad boy. I'm gonna start to file this guy down. So that gets us close. We're not there yet. I still have more work to do on that, but sizing on that is looking quite nice. Yeah, sizing on that is looking quite nice. Hey, look at this guy. Hey. Hello, everybody in the chat, and especially hug to my first scale modeler's inspiration, the one and only child of Mecha. What's going on, Barack? Good to see you. Oh, man. Hope Iris and you are really good, man. If you guys don't know, Barack is a longtime fan. Him and his lovely wife, Iris, the whole family down there. Barack, where are you from? Uruguay? Paraguay? Am I completely wrong? Is it Uruguay? I don't know. Remind me, dude. I can't for the life of me remember. But yeah, Barack actually, I think don't you own a hobby store down there, dude, in South America? Does a ton of work. Panama, shit. Okay, my bad. My bad. I had the first letter right at least. Yeah, Gunpla Uruguay. Okay, from Panama. Yeah, but yeah, man, Barack is good people, man. Him and his wife Iris. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. No Panama, Florida, and yes, right. Oh, wait, huh? From Panama Republic, no Panama, Florida, and yes. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. All right. Let's get this back going here. All right.
We have a question.
And there it is. All right. Let's see. Rundus, what do we got? Rundus says, have you felt the overall environment for Gunpla has gotten more insular? I've noticed newcomers only wanting to build the top kits of the year and not wanting to venture outside of those. Interesting. It's a great question. Shit. Kinda, yeah. But I mean, I think it's always been, and let's go back to camera one. Let me talk about this for a second. Kind of think about it. I think it's kind of always been that way. It's always, as long as I've been in the hobby, it's always been like, flavor of the month, flavor of the week, flavor of the year, whatever. So, and everybody likes the new shiny object, you know what I mean? So that's not exactly surprising. I think one of the more unfortunate things is that there's been, especially in the last 5 years that I've been gone, and mind you, not just me, but like a lot of people, a lot of the old heads have kind of, taken a back seat and things like that, and the education side of things has waned a lot. So it's a lot of, and I hate to say it like this, but it's kind of a lot of the blind leading the blind, so to speak. So I think the kind of average talent level has decreased, unfortunately. And it could be a number of reasons why. Probably not just, a bunch of the old heads kind of taking back seats and stuff like that. It could be, a lot more people are getting into the hobby, a lot of people just not knowing, how to do things, not necessarily wanting to take that next step in things. Which again is unfortunate, to me, because, as long as you guys have known me, I'm always the type of person to kind of push the limits. And I always try to encourage others, to push their limits, to become, better than they ever thought they could, right? So, I mean, for one reason or another, I don't know if that same push is there in general, for a lot of these newer folks. For some it is, and I'm not going to sit here and generalize, every single person. That's not fair to people. But, as an average, I definitely think there's been a decline in, general talent level. So that's one of those things, if I'm being honest, that I want to try and rectify. Like I said, if you guys saw the video that I published the other day, about the layoff and everything, having gone through this layoff, that expedites a lot of different things for me. I can't even say a lot. It expedites everything. It puts everything on the front burner. It puts everything in priority. And that's kind of one of the things that I want to really tackle, is the education part of this hobby, and kind of fill that void, so to speak. And this is, the live stream is part of that, and I wanted to talk about this, but this is honestly kind of the perfect segue here at this point, to talk about future plans and things. One of the plans that I had, and I'm comfortable talking about it at this point because this is kind of my next big project, is to start, and I don't think anybody's ever done this before, is to start basically a newsletter for the hobby. And I can probably hear the general groans and from all of you, a newsletter, right? But hear me out. So not the job that I just got laid off from, but the previous job, I ran my company's newsletter for 15 years, and we did weekly publications. That's not what I want to do. I want to start with probably monthly, at most. And the vision that I have for this thing is that it will be very community based, right? So articles, obviously, from myself, but then also from others. Modelers, business owners, people outside of the hobby, concept artists, different creative people. I don't know if you guys see the reshares that I post on Instagram, but I reshare a ton of artists that are outside of our hobby that just are insanely creative. And there's a lot of good influence there. There's a lot of good inspiration, I think. And, there's just really good lessons to be learned from those folks that are outside of the hobby. So obviously articles, you know, from me, from other people, and that's with every issue. Modeler spotlights, so spotlighting folks, you know, and their models and things like that. You know, going through if there's like events, highlighting those, you know, that get submitted and things. You know, hopefully some companies will, you know, offer up maybe some discounts, deals, things like that. And then, you know, just general kind of updates and things, especially like from me, and just have it be very value driven. So that's kind of the idea that I have, you know, for this, you know, monthly newsletter. What do you guys think? Let me know. Like, is there interest? And, you know, mind you, don't blow smoke up my ass either, because if there is interest, then I want to go through with it. But if there's no interest, then I don't want to waste my fucking time either, you know? But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking at this point, is starting, you know, kind of starting that newsletter. And then as other things start to happen, as things start to grow, the newsletter would evolve as well and include other things. And like, I don't even know what those things would be at this point, you know what I mean? But like, I don't, for the life of me, and I could be wrong, but I don't think anybody's ever done anything like this before. It's definitely something that could be really, really cool. And like I said, I want to keep it community based. So community input, community, you know, submissions. Yeah. Hendron says, Tim, we really need a hobby magazine that is not just highlighting peeps with follower counts. Yeah. Yeah. That's tough. That's tough. Magazines are tough, because people have tried it, obviously. And if you don't have a huge subscription base, it makes it very, very cost prohibitive, especially if you're planning on printing that magazine. That's where a good portion of the cost comes into play. So, yeah. Scuffles has a really good point. If your target audience for the newsletter is the older crowd, that might work. But the younger crowd don't have the attention span beyond a TikTok, YouTube short. Yeah, I agree with you. And that's actually, I thought about that. So with that being said, and that's an incredibly good point, Scuffle. The newsletter obviously would go out to the people that want it, right? But then with any content, obviously you could repurpose that in terms of, you know, shorts, reels, TikToks, posts on, you know, different social media platforms, things like that, for, you know, the shorter attention span folks. Yeah, that is a definite, and that's a really, really good point. So yeah, I think the target audience would be like for people like us, you know, that want to, you know, improve and want to, you know, really kind of are interested in this, in kind of dedicating themselves to, you know, the hobby. And, you know, like I said, I don't think anybody's ever really done it. And I think honestly it could be really, really useful, you know, for folks. That's just kind of what my gut's telling me. There's a lot of value in it. Or I should say I would put a lot of value in it. Especially if we get, you know, a decent following, you know. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So, all right, let me go back and see what you guys are saying about it, you know, because I do want to kind of gauge everything here. Let's see. Runda says I'd love to see something like that. Okay. Sam says I'd be interested, and I know a few others in my area would as well. Okay. Brandon says I'm excited for the newsletter. I'm tired. Tried staying in the hobby for a while after you took your leave of absence. It seemed like Gundam got big right before COVID and early COVID, but then faded out. Yeah, it took a shit. It took a giant shit because everybody's lives got ruined. I know mine did. So, yeah. Going back to Handren, one thing that Handren had said, not just highlighting people with follower counts. Yeah, 100% agree with that. Because some of the most talented modelers out there don't have big followings, and it's just one of those weird things, you know. So yeah, no, it would be very talent, I guess, based, you know, for submissions and things. So yeah, I think that's the way that I would frame that. Yeah. So, let's see. Brandon says, it seems here, at least in Michigan, that Gundam is picking back up and gaining popularity again. Yeah, I see it getting back to those levels, to better levels. But it's not back yet. And like I said, I think as some of us old heads kind of start to get back into it, you know, and the boys over at Built Sideways podcast, I mean, credit to them, man. They've stuck through this whole time and just powered on. They're like at season 6 at this point with the podcast. And all credit to them, dude. They have been in it, and they've all stayed active. You know, every single one of them. Excuse me. And so, yeah, I think as more of us start to, you know, kind of wade back into the water, hopefully it picks up a lot more. So, we'll see. Let's see. Runda says, it feels like there's still traction, but Jesus Christ. Sorry. I had this crazy cold like a month plus ago. And this dry cough is still killing me. So, sorry for all the coughing. Anyways, Runda says, it feels like there's still traction, but as I've said, a lot of it is just only focusing on the big releases and not wanting to learn how to use, you know, other paints and techniques and things. Yeah, absolutely. I think the community in Canada is probably more healthy in terms of its quality, I guess is the best word I could think of at this point. But yeah, you got so many good modelers up there, man. Ryan, Simon, like all those cats, like they're so fucking good. And they're so goddamn friendly and helpful, especially Ryan. Like, holy shit, that guy is just a ball of sunshine. I have never seen a more happy, friendly fucking guy in my life. Like, and mind you, like, if you caught the layoff video, like I say, like, I am a shitty pessimist, right? But this guy is just like fucking ear to ear, like smiles all the damn time, and excuse me, you know, it seems like his wife and the family are like all the same way. Like, kudos to them. Like, I wish I had the positivity, like a fraction of the positivity that those folks had. Like, just, they're awesome. They're awesome. Love Ryan to death, man. I really, really do. So fucking good. He reminds me a lot of, if you remember Josh Dara. I have not heard from that kid in so long. I know he's around and kicking, but like he hasn't really done anything for the last 5-6 years, which is a shame because I miss the kid to death. Such a good dude, both of them. My God, I think if you got those two in a room, there would just be like a happiness explosion. Just, yeah. Anyway, let's see. Henry says, doesn't have to be, you know, subscription based. Oh yeah, yeah. Going back to the magazine idea. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's so much work that goes into a magazine, especially with the layout. It's a time sink, which, especially for me being a one-man show, I just don't have. So I think the newsletter is like the happy medium, because you know, the articles and everything, those are going to be on, you know, will be on my website and everything. They'll be housed there, you know, ad infinitum, whatever. And the spotlights, all of that will be, you know, housed on there and be a permanent record at that point. But yeah, just it would be kind of that hobby magazine style, but in a kind of a truncated way, you know, one that's consumable through email, you know, because obviously nobody's gonna sit there for hours and, you know, go through, you know, 20 different articles, you know, 15 different builds, yada yada yada, all of that. So yeah, I think the newsletter idea is kind of that happy medium, so to speak. But, you know, like I said, this is more, right now, this is more exploratory, market research, if you will. And I'll probably make a video about it and kind of get it out there to the bigger masses and kind of gauge, you know, kind of what people think. So, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Brandon says, the online YouTube learning part of it got harder to find once I left. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not gonna take any credit for that. Just, you know, for what I did. But, you know, there's a lot of people out there creating, you know, educational content that has been doing it, you know, the whole time. I mean, look at Zach. Like, he's been in it, you know, the whole time making content, you know, almost on the daily. So I don't think it's for lack of content, maybe quality, but not amount. Let's put it that way. So, and he says it was and is still there, but inconsistent, and most got really full of themselves and felt forced and fake. Yeah, well, there is that, you know, the whole G Studio fiasco and that shit. Yeah. Henry says, younger crowd, I would say 25% of them are actual modelers that has the intention to get better. The rest are still collectors. Yeah, I mean, that goes without saying. That kind of has always been the case. You know, there's always been a small subset of people that, you know, really look at this thing as an art form. So, yeah, I mean, that's not really surprising or hasn't really changed, honestly. So, excuse me. Scuffle says, yeah, the days of, fuck me, of long format gamer ban rate. Clem. Tutorial videos is long gone. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Kenneth says, hi, Tim, could do more shorts for attention view. Yeah, well, that's part of it. That is definitely part of it, Kenneth. That's the content creation that I really want to, you know, get into and everything. Holy shit, look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Hi, Craig. Dude. Okay. Where? Yep. Oh, buddy. Buddy. Look. Look. All of the, look. Look. All the scribing jigs. I still have them. Still have them. Let's fucking go. Still got them all, man. Still use them, too. So, hell yeah. So, if you guys don't know Colin, Mr. Hi Craig, Colin was nice enough to take my scribing jig idea and kind of mass produce them and really fine tune the idea. And he was nice enough to send me a bunch of different sets of them, and I use them all the time. Well, did use them all the time for scribing and stuff like that, right? Colin, are you still making them? Like, if you are, buddy, let us know. Like, they were so good. Oh, look at this guy. Mr. McDio, Manny. How are you, buddy? Manny just came back from Japan, you guys. So jealous. So jealous. Let's see. Dave B says, also, YouTube just installed a new feature to limit shorts to 0 minutes. How's that work? I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, so the content creation side of things is definitely got to pick up. So all of that. Like I said, all of this is going to pick up very, very quickly for me. Everything is content. I'm right now in the planning stages of all of this stuff, so yeah. And Dave B says to prevent doom scrolling. Yeah, I gotcha. Brandon says, I feel it's a great idea too because a monthly newsletter kind of keeps people connected to the community and hobby when people might be having trouble getting back to it. I didn't think about that, but that's really a good point. Yeah. Really a good point. I have to keep that in mind. Good call, Brandon. Good call. Briggsy says, Gunpla's also starting to get views again on YouTube. Yeah. You know, it's one of those things that goes in cycles, you know? And we're back at the beginning, basically, again. So, yeah. Brandon says, this community helped me tremendously during those years. I was watching you and all the regulars help me through 3 kids and lots of depression and, oh man, ups and downs. Yeah. The 3 kids I remember. And when I kind of faded away, it was hard for a while. Felt like I was missing something in my life. Dude, yeah. Brother, I felt that same way practically for the past 5 years. As weird as this feels for me right now, because it still feels weird, trust me, still feels super weird. to talk to, you know, a little fucking camera and a screen. I missed it so goddamn much, and I'm glad to be back. And this, you know, building feels weird. It doesn't feel there yet in my hands. So it'll get there, but it's just weird right now. Let's see, what do we got here? Ty Furious says, getting over pneumonia, I get you, the lingering cough. Oh, dude, it's been weeks, and it's just a dry cough right in here, and it fucking sucks. Rhonda says, I'm in-person friends with Ryan, and I know he inspired a lot of people to do better with their building. Same city at all. Nice, dude. Tell him I said what's up next time you see him, yeah? Ultraman Dinah. Luis says, a newsletter would be cool. I would like to see something like that. I too have gotten back into building since last summer. I did a friendly build-off with my Japanese YouTube friend. Nice. Hell yeah. See, and all of this stuff, like, excuse me, all of this stuff, you know, could be fucking content. It could be interesting, you know? And it all comes down to the stories, you know? Because the thing is that if you don't tell your story to people, it'll be lost in the ether forever, you know? So that's why I think it's important to kind of document these things and kind of get them out there for people. Because the one thing that I've learned from doing this is that you never know how much your story can inspire someone, you know? I'm sure there are people that I have no idea who they are, who have never communicated with me, have been inspired by viewing my work or something like that. Like, I don't know, but I'm sure there probably is. Because I hear it all the time, like, wow, dude, you inspired me to get into the hobby, yada, yada, yada. And like, that is amazing. And I think that, you know, if we tell these stories that would normally go unnoticed or unpublished or unknown, you never know who you're going to inspire, you know? You never know. And that I think is the biggest, kind of the biggest focus that I want for this thing, you know? I want people to feel inspired. I want people to feel motivated. I want people to, you know, get that spark of creativity and just want to be like, damn, now I want to work, you know? Like that feels like the driving principle, you know, kind of behind this thing for me. So, yeah. Always, we got to tell the stories. We got to tell the stories. Yeah. Look at this. Yeah. Hoping to get back into it. It's been a while. This stream will help push me. See? I didn't even see that just a few minutes ago, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, you just never know. You never fucking know. And that makes me feel good, you know? Because like Colin and Brandon and Luis and, you know, a bunch of other people that are just like, man, I haven't been modeling in a while, but now that Tim's back, shit, I'm gonna pick up my tools again and get working. Like, that feels so good for me. That's amazing. And I'm just happy that I can provide that spark. And you never know when you're gonna be someone's spark, you know? And that's just so important. That's so important. I just feel really, really kind of passionate about that, you know? And I think that's going to be the focus of this newsletter thing. Yeah. I really do. I really fucking do. Let's see. Louis says, that same friend and I are doing another friendly build-off right now. Even going to enter a competition in my area with that build. Nice! That's awesome, dude. See? I love hearing that shit. Gizmo says, when you mention Josh, do you mean... Oh, no. Josh Dara. But, man, Josh, you know, Viper is another awesome guy. Love that dude. Dewey says, from Singapore, I remembered that. Will the newsletter have how-to articles with photos? Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a part of it too. Tutorials and stuff. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Absolutely. Henry says, Tim, I would say a YouTube video newsletter would serve better than emails, in my opinion. Yeah, but then you are limited at that point. You know, because like you said, like with a magazine, right? Some people like to kind of go through it at their own pace. And like for me, coming up and, you know, going through like my Hobby Japans and my, you know, Gundam weapons and Dengeki and scratch build manuals and all that, I had to look at those pictures and kind of go step by step at my own pace, where that may get lost in a video. Now, mind you, I think video complements the written word, right? Because you can take all the content from said newsletter, and, you know, do videos about it or something like that if you wanted to. So there's a kind of there's a intersection there, you know, that I think is doable. I think it's doable. Yeah. Scuffle says, I'll need to hire a voice actor with a British accent to read me that newsletter. And then Black Country Apex Nerd says, British chap here, Scuffles. Love it. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, okay. So this is a good point, Julius. Mike Wine. I think we all know Mikey, right? Creates some great fucking work. And he's been building, and he's tried live streaming and stuff like that too. And yeah, I mean, he just doesn't have a huge following, but like, that is a perfect example of kind of the talent-based thing that I'm thinking about, right? So yeah, that's a perfect example. That's a perfect example, Julius. Hendren says, what a shameful era we are in now, where we have to shorten knowledge because younger generation has a short attention span. I mean, that's evolution, man. You know? It was, you have to think about it, it was the same way when, it was the same way when radio came about. Oh, it's going to ruin your brain. Same thing when TV came out. Oh, well, they can't take their eyes off the boob tube, right? And then same thing with like video games, you know? So social media is just another kind of evolutionary step in that when technology, you know, obviously advances. The jump is getting far worse. Yeah, sure, because the technology is going faster. And that's just, that is a normal human progression, arc at that point. Technology keeps getting faster and faster and faster, and that's, I forget, I can't remember what that phenomenon is called, but I know some smart professor came up with a name for that, but yeah, it's human. It's human evolution, and mind you, I'm no big fan of it either. But Moore's law, is that it? That could be. Thank you, Javier. That sounds familiar. Or is that the speed? Is Moore's law the speed of computers going faster and faster? I don't know. Somebody will figure it out. Anyway, let's see. Manny says, I still have mine too, Colin. Hell yeah, see? And then Sam was just like, pretty sure I still have mine too. And Brandon says, just found some of the scribing shit. Just found some of the scribe jigs from the bash bog left over. Hell yeah, see? And then Colin's like, I have stock, but I think my store is offline. Yeah, mine too. But with my biggest hype man back, ayo, I'll probably get it back online. See, there we go. Man, I love that. I fucking love that, dude. Everybody's coming out of the woodworks, and I fucking love it. Oh, man. Runda says, I would love to make some more content to ease people into the hobby too, just not in the right living space to do so. Yeah. I know what you mean, dude. Been that way for the past 5 years, so I totally get it. Totally get it. Hey, look at this guy, Frankie Rivera. He says, glad to see you back. Thank you, Frankie. I appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Brandon says, Manny, Julio and you really made me feel welcome and part of the community. Aw, nice. Yeah, Jewy says, I guess sometimes you need friends to do something. You see people doing it and you go. Yeah, dude, and that's a really, really good point. That's a really good point. And I know, wow, we're already 17 minutes over, so we'll start to wind it down. But yeah, man, I totally feel you on that. And it's that, it's that. We'll get to that in a minute. But I wanna touch base, and I wanna kind of address Jewy's statement here, because it is a really, really good point. Because like when you have that support structure of your friends, and kind of them doing things in the same arena as you're doing, man, it just gives you so much motivation, and it gives you that feeling of being supported and understood and everything. And that's one of the feelings that I've really, really missed from doing this, is that kind of mutual support, the support that I feel from you guys. And that really was a really, really tough thing to kind of give up for those 5 years, because shit, dude, getting on stream before the move, getting on stream and just working on something and letting my mind just go, and interacting with you guys, and just talking about different subjects and things like that got me through a lot of dark nights, dude. And I do not in any way discount the support that you guys fucking gave me. And when that was gone, that was a hard pill to swallow. Really, really was. And as time went on, and I hate to admit it, but as time went on, I was scared to come back. Yeah, I'll be the God's honest truth. I was scared to come back, and I think I dragged my feet for a good long time. And I think what I did was I immersed myself in projects that I thought were necessary to accomplish before I was comfortable coming back. And it is what it is. I think part of me was scared to fail. I think part of me was scared to succeed. I think part of me was scared to let you guys down at the same time. I got comfortable and I got complacent, and that's my fault, you know? But we're back now. So water under the bridge at that point, hopefully. And yeah, we'll just keep building off of this, so to speak. No pun intended. Let's see. Kenneth says, and Julius, I didn't forget about your question. We'll get to it here in a minute. I want to just kind of keep going, you know, to the bottom and everything here. Kenneth says, when Tim stopped streaming for the past 5 years, we had too many influencer builders only showing their fancy RGB workstation and basic building video. We really miss those Tim's real quality content. Oh man, see that? Fuck, you're gonna make me tear up here, Kenneth. I swear to God, dude. That means so much. Like, you don't even know. Shit. I'm serious. Like, that really hits. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Fuck. Wow. You know, and I've been thinking about that a lot. And yeah, like a lot of these influencer builders, a lot of them are just trying to get clicks. They're just trying to get views. They're chasing clout, so to speak. But the bad thing is that a lot of them don't have the basics under their belt to properly succeed, and then a lot of them will fizzle out. And I've seen people come and go in these past 5 years. You know, people have reached out to me to network, and I'm like, dude, come on. But I've always prided myself on just being the realest version of myself with you guys as possible, because, like, why not? You know what I mean? Why not? What do I have to lose at being real with you? You know? I don't think anything. So, yeah, I mean, you're always going to hear, you know, the truth out of me, and I'm not one of these influencer fuckers and all that shit. And yeah, dude, like, I want to build cool shit, and eventually I want to make this shit my job, you know, full time. So I gotta make money somehow at this point. So yeah, I mean, if I can, you know, provide products, services, whatever to you guys that have insane value, and do it with integrity and everything, then yeah, that's the formula. That's the fucking formula. So, Handren says, Tim, your streams have always pushed a lot of people. I think it great pleasure to see you back. Something to look forward to weekly now. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Brandon says, don't get me wrong, the old group all made me feel welcome, but you three really helped me a lot. Aw. Aw, look at this fucking guy. Okay, Manny, stop it. Stop. You're my spark, Tim. Aw. Fucking guy. Scuffle's like, damn it, Tim, this stream made me order a new airbrush paints and an upscale Fat Cat RX-70 kit. Don't be mad when I paint everything in a hypersonic Hatsune Miku color. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, bet. I'm gonna hold you to it. Scuffle. I'm gonna hold you to it. That will be part of the newsletter. So yeah, promises made. You fucker. Let's see. Yeah, George was a big part of it too. Yeah, I love George, man. Love George. He quit all the Meta platforms, and I think he went to Blue Sky, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't communicated with George in a while. So if any of you talk to him or whatever, tell him I said what's up. That would be he would be awesome to hear from again, right? So, man. Mr. William Wilms, he says a newsletter would be great. Amazing, great return. Stream Tim. Time for bed. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Will. Appreciate you, buddy. I know you're probably already in bed, but still. Let's see. Gumpa Uruguay, Mr. Javier, he says, thinking about it, the last big thing I built was the Perfect Grade Unleashed G3 Gundam. Then I kind of got stray. Job got super stressful and still is, so I kind of evaded the hobby unconsciously. Yeah, and that happens, dude. Like, that's one of the parts.
We have a question.
Fuck me. God, I'm gonna. That fucking thing. This may be the first and last stream for that fucker. I swear. I may turn that back into a button. Because that, whenever it goes off, it scares the shit out of me, I swear. And it's not your guys' fault. So, Luis, it's not your fault. I just never thought about it. I thought it would be a cool feature, but now I'm having very hard second guesses here. Anyway, but yeah, dude, Javier, that is that is part of burnout. Bailey, one of our good friends, he explained burnout as being outside forces requiring more attention than you have to give on the thing that you want to do. And that's exactly right. I couldn't agree with that definition more. And Bailey's goddamn genius. He has his doctorate and all that in teaching and everything, and the guy is just phenomenally intelligent. But when I heard him say that, I was just like, holy shit, that's fucking deep. But yeah, it's always the outside forces that are kind of taking you away from the thing you want to focus on, right? And that causes the burnout. So, yeah, I'm right there with you. Let's see. And Javier says, but last year I got into a relationship and my girlfriend really pushes me to get back into the hobby. Oh, nice. She sees how it gives you balance. Yeah, dude, like, Renee, my fiance, for those of you that don't know, she's the same way. And man, when you have that level of support on such a caring and kind of intimate level, there's nothing like it. I didn't have that support from the ex. But man, Renee, she's just like, you gotta do this. The people want you to come back, and yeah, it's just, it's awesome. It's awesome. So I'm super happy for you, Javier. Super happy for you. Let's see, where is it? Yes. Sam, he says, it's really helpful when you have a partner who supports your hobby. I wouldn't have pushed myself nearly as much if it wasn't for my wife encouraging me. God, I love that. I love fucking hearing that. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. See? Look at this. Colin. He needs some jigs. Get him hooked up, bud. Anyway. Let's see. Where are we going here? Where are we going? Oh yeah, here we go. Julius's Sarge's question here: is Tim going to go to the SCGMC? Now, Jesus fucking Christ! It's a tongue twister. No. Well, see, I said that. I said no. And my brain was still in the mode where I had a job. But now that I don't have a job, I have time. But I don't have money. So, yeah. there are obstacles to that. Originally, when I was working, that was our busy season. So it wouldn't have happened anyways, but now that I don't have that, I just don't have fucking money, and yeah. Fuck my life, right? Anyway, let's see. Sam says, yep, recently sold a friend a few kits out of my backlog, and next weekend we are all getting together and building. Hope to get them into the contest community too eventually. Nice, dude. Nice. Hell yeah. Man. Okay, Calvin, come on, bud. If you cry, I'll take your man card. Man, it's okay for dudes to cry. Let's go. Especially tears of joy. Hell yeah. I ain't afraid of that, but I got you. I got you. Louis says, so when's the next stream? That's a great question. Obviously, at minimal, Monday. But I think Julius had mentioned we're going back to the COVID schedule of streaming, which the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to midnight, that stays normal. But then we'll do the daytime streams, and they were, God, what were they? 3 to 5 before? But I feel that's too late now. I'm thinking I might go noon Eastern time, to make it a little bit more feasible for, our friends overseas and stuff like that. And, obviously that'll be during the day, here in the US, so that'll be during work time, but you can always catch up on those streams later and everything. But I do want to give our friends overseas an opportunity to tune in live, ask questions, and all that good stuff too. So I'm kind of still thinking about that. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm thinking noon, Monday through Friday, like noon to 12 to 2 Eastern. So yeah, that may be end up what we're doing, but the daytime streams will be every weekday. Now, I was thinking about streaming this weekend, so we'll see. Depends on what I got going on, but if I do, I'll post it up on social media for you guys. So yeah. Andrew says, Tim, we're getting too old for this shit. Yeah, no crap. Yeah, could just lower the. It still makes me jump. I don't know. Let's see. Briggsy says you should stream through shorts on here too. Yeah, that's a whole different ball game. We'll see how that goes. Definitely doing the short form content, that's a no-brainer. And I'll get to that. But yeah, because you can stream vertical now, in different ways. So yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Cameron says, when you have a woman that supports your hobby, you have a keeper. That's for damn sure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Kenneth is like, I can't imagine the alert came up when Tim's scribing. That's, yeah, dude, that's, yeah, no shit. That's what I'm afraid of. Like, I'm afraid of, you know, me having hobby knife in my hand and we have her. Yeah, so this may be a one and done, kids. This may be a one and done. So, let's see, what else? Julius says, I'm retired now, so I'll be there for all the streams day and night. Hell yeah. There we go. Thank you, Sarge. I appreciate you, man. Brock, fucking thing. Yes. Fucking hell. Yeah, this is a one and done. I'm gonna put that back. I'm gonna put that back to a goddamn button. Oh shit, man. This fucking thing. Yeah. But Barack, he says, I'm on a cell phone. How can I give some money? Hold off on that. Hold off on that. The channel's got to get remonetized. So hang tight. Hang tight. And I appreciate it, though, Barack. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, Sam says we're not monetized right now. So I already look. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, so basically I'm waiting for the thresholds that I gotta hit right now are the 3 uploads. The reintroduction and the test stream both had copyright restrictions on them just because of the music that I used. I thought they were cleared for broadcast, but 6 songs were not, so I had to go back and remove those. So this should be a clean stream for that. This fucking thing, yeah. Okay. Yep. So let's. Where is it? Question. Let's disable that. There we go. Now the fucking thing is disabled. I disabled it through StreamerBot. So yeah, I'll make that into a button so that I can trigger it and so that I won't get scared and I won't jump and I won't cut myself, and so you guys don't have to see me requiring stitches and shit like that. So yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Christ's sakes, man. Excuse me. Oh my god. Anywho, but yeah, we're not monetized right now. I'm waiting on the 3 valid uploads, so there should be 1. So we'll need 1 more, and yeah, so we'll get there probably next week. So yeah. Hey, look at this, Blood Raven. He says, happy that us European plebs get a chance to tune in live sometimes. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I wanted. Kind of what I wanted. So, yeah. Yeah. Motherfucker. Black Country Apex Nerd, he says, are you regretting the siren now? Wholeheartedly. Yeah. Manny wants to know new Mecha Decals when? We actually talked about that earlier, and I don't know, man. I don't know when or even if that's going to happen. So we'll get there when we get there. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but yeah, stay tuned, I would say. But I really don't know the answer to that right now. So yeah. Brandon says, Tim work with USA Gundam Store and be their whatnot streamer. Fuck's sakes. Have them sell off their old or damaged stock or overstock on there. Get you some cat. Yeah, right. Nah, they got Zach for that, dude. They got Zach for that. He's in-house too, you know. So yeah, he's good. Let's see, where did we leave off? Sam says, needs to do 1/60th scale decals. Been doing bigger kits and I need good decals. Yeah. Yeah. That's just another subject, you know, in terms of mecha decals. So we'll get there when we get there. So, let's see. Yeah, the songs. So the songs that I downloaded were from Envato Elements. Like all these songs are downloaded from Envato Elements, and they have different licensing. Some are licensed that you can use in broadcast, like a live stream. And the way that I set it up is I had a filter to filter those, you know, just those songs. And I thought I had them all, but like I had 6 songs out of like 30 some that were not on that license tier. So yeah, I had to remove them. I didn't know that they weren't licensed until, you know, the copyright restriction. And mind you, thankfully it wasn't like a strike or anything. It was just restricted. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I removed those, so this stream should be clean at that point. So fingers crossed. Scuffles, thank you. Child Omega hoodie and other clothing, please. Yeah, dude. We'll see. Yeah. So I think we're at the bottom. Yeah, dude. I think we are. You could do a quick short saying you're back on to streaming on YouTube to get that second upload. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm not sure if the shorts. I don't think the shorts count for those uploads though. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. I probably am wrong, but I don't know. But I think it's the long form videos that count toward that monetization, because if I remember correctly, shorts is a different path to monetization. But yeah, I don't know. Briggsy says they should. Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. Can't hurt. So, yeah. But holy shit, it's 12:42. God damn, we went over. We went over a little bit. A lot of good conversation. A lot of good questions asked. Learned that we no longer need that. We have a question trigger. Learned that the hard way. So yeah. Anywho. Hey, look at this. The Rock says, I bought all the Mecha Decals that USA Gundam Store had at the moment. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, Barack. Hey, please say hi to Iris and the rest of the family too, yeah? Very nice. Very nice. All right. Julia says, welcome back, Tim. Thank you, buddy. Manny says, yes, we did, and I'm loving it. Miss you, Tim. We all did. Thank you, man. Holy shit, at least you didn't fall asleep on stream, right? Fuck me. Andrew says, great to see you back. Appreciate that. Of course, Scuffle says, it's all fun and games with Gunpla until you realize you just time skipped a few hours in a blink of an eye. Oh, tell me about it, right? I'm gonna go relax and watch a movie, I think. So, yeah. All right, kiddos. It's been fun. It's been a good first stream back. I know we didn't do a lot of building. Sorry for that. But yeah, we're getting our training wheels set and learning how to ride this bike again. And yeah. We'll yeah, oh, okay, hold on. Boom, right here. Yeah. Project Hail Mary is a must-see movie. That is, yes. That movie was so goddamn good. Like, instantly one of my favorites. instantly. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, oh my God, I highly suggest that you do. How could a fucking rock monster make you feel that way? Like, he's the greatest human alive, but he's a fucking rock and not even from this planet. Like, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. So, anywho. All right, you guys. Thank you. I really, really fucking appreciate all the support, everybody that came back, everybody that commented. Holy shit, it's been overwhelming. Thank you. I don't know what to say, honestly. Like, I just feel so much gratitude right now. Like, it's crazy. So, but all right. I got to get out of here. You guys got to get out of here. It's getting late. It's almost 1 o'clock here on the East Coast. So, I know a lot of you guys are staying up past your bedtimes for this, so I appreciate that. Dewey, thank you for checking out the stream from Singapore, buddy. That's big. I love seeing that. Thank you for that. Yeah. So Monday, I'll post about the time that we're going live on Monday during the day. Yeah, we'll go from there. You guys keep an eye on Instagram, Facebook, all of that. Briggsy, thank you for that suggestion about, doing a little short. I'm going to definitely do that right after, excuse me, right after we get done here. Expect that shortly. So Sam, I know you had mentioned that to the Gundam group out there in Arizona. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. That'll go up here. Your normal shorts, venues, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, all of that. So yeah, keep an eye out for it. All right, kiddos. Thank you. I don't know what to say, what else, but thank you for coming out. I might be doing some streaming this weekend. I will post on that if I do. Depends on kind of what I have going on and everything. Yeah, stay tuned. All right, y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye.